Hey guys, it's Christina here. I just have to come on and say this. I can't control myself. So be warned. Clearly, the title of this post is a ranty post. And I want to pre-warn you, it's not my family that I'm talking about. But please be warned. This is a ranty post and I'm going to rant in it. But you know what? Sometimes I get done. Sometimes I get fed up with stuff. And I just think, what the frig is wrong with people? Like, seriously, what the frig is wrong with people? I'm going to share some stories. Okay, so part of my job is to work with clients and help them to move through some of the blocks that they have, to move through some of the emotional baggage that they have, or to start believing in themselves, to start to move towards learning skills that they want to embody in their life, to bring into their into their living, but really to believe in themselves. And twice in this year, I've had clients that have messaged me to tell me about stuff that's happened with their family. And it's really basic stuff, like, they are trying, they've worked really hard to do something, they're trying out new things, they're leaning into new spaces, they're touching on new shapes, they're playing with new stuff, and they want to share it with their family because they're proud that they're having a go. They're proud that they're trying. And their family turns around and tells them that is crap. Oh my God, that is crap. Or, oh, that's disgusting. Why would you even want to try that? I'm just like, oh my Lord, what is wrong with families? Like, for me, I don't know about you, but for me, the thought of a family is someone who's always got your back. Somebody who's going to cheer you on, encourage you, lead you, inspire you, and just support you, like basic support. And I've just had a client message me in tears telling me one of the things that have happened in her family. And I'm like, why? Why have we really bred a culture that is so one that we have to tear each other down when we can see our apparent loved ones are actually trying to do something? They're stretching themselves. They're stepping out into spaces that they've never stepped into before, that they're a little bit scared of, that they're a little bit frightened of, that they're being vulnerable with their families and going, look what I did, look what I made, look what I'm trying, look what I'm dancing with, I'm playing with it, I'm learning a new skill, look. And instead of cheering them on and going, well done, good on you for having a go, you've done an amazing job, this is your first try? Wow, that's an amazing first try. Well done. I can see the improvement. I'm glad you really love these colors. I'm glad you really love that. Instead of them experiencing that kind of experience, it's the opposite. It's this tearing down. It's this, shutting people down and saying, get back in your corner because what you're doing is not good. So therefore you shouldn't do it. And this is the type of stuff that I have to help people with all of the time. This is the type of stuff, when I'm working with people and I'm helping them heal their emotional journey and their emotional baggage and trying to find who they actually are. This is the type of stuff that they have to deal with. They have to deal with a family that says that they're loving, parents who say that they care, but actually, are tearing them down and actually not encouraging them. Could you imagine your 3-year-old showing you a drawing that they've done and you sat there and you criticized all the things that you thought that they did wrong in it? The kid's not going to want to draw anymore. It just doesn't make sense. Anyway, I have to have a rant about this because it upsets me so much to see this happening for people and to people. And I'm sure all of us have experienced that in some way, shape or form, that we've experienced other people telling us that what we're doing is not good enough, that we should stop doing it, that we should stop being who we are, that it's not okay to be who you are. Who you are doesn't look good. Who you are isn't, keeping up appearances. Who you are isn't all of these things. And you're not enough. You can't possibly be enough. You're definitely not worthy and you're not lovable, because I don't believe those things are true for me. That's the stuff that I hear I have to work with people around all the time. When I'm working with them on their money blocks, when I'm working with them on their relationship blocks, when I'm working with them on their food blocks, you know, they want to have healthy eating, but they are challenged because it goes against all of the things that they've grown up with. They want to, you know, change something in their life. They want to have something that they've never had before. And they take the action, especially with food. Like I see it all the time with my clients who have been like chronically sick for a really long time, and then they take this action and they're starting to get better and they're starting to create results, and then they go to a family outing or they get invited over for dinner. Instead of the family going, I'm going to support you like crazy, tell me what to do and I will do exactly what you need me to do. Or you bring what you need to bring and I'll make way so that it's warm and it's heated and all of that. Instead of them experiencing that loving thing, they experience all the discomfort, all the frustration of how much they're a burden because they're eating differently, and how much they're upsetting somebody because they won't eat the rubbish freaking food that's on the table. Like, it just drives me crazy that families aren't supporting each other the way they are. And part of me goes, why? Like, I just can't comprehend that. Like, I couldn't comprehend one of my children coming to me and showing me something that they were proud of doing and telling them that it was bad, telling them that it wasn't good. I couldn't comprehend like saying that to one of my kids who made something. Like, it flabbergasts me that people can do that. And I do, like, I know why. Secretly, it's because they're ashamed of their own stuff, and they, you know, it's to do with their own stories and their own baggages. But, you know, sometimes we just want to turn to our special people and have them just love us and have them just, you know, accept us for who we are. And unfortunately, so many people aren't getting that. Tammy's saying people don't like it when comfortable. Often dysfunctional dynamic changes in the family, they feel threatened. Absolutely, they feel threatened. But you know what? That just reminds me that, hey, there's something wrong in our relationship if you're threatened with me starting to make changes. If you're threatened that I might actually make a success out of this, that I might actually, you know, really love who I am, if that's threatening to you, take it as a sign that maybe you should change too. Maybe there's some stuff that you could do that could be different. Maybe there's some beliefs that you need to change. But man, I would love for 2021 to be the year that we as a collective actually commit to being real family for each other, that we commit to actually lifting each other up and supporting each other and being each other's cheer squads. I would love for that to be our 2021 mission, to share the love and actually see somebody trying something and go, oh my God, I just saw that you tried that thing. I'm going to cheer you on. Doesn't matter whether I liked it or not. I'm going to cheer you on because I know that it's going to be good for you. And how amazing would that be if we stepped up and actually filled that space for our friends and family, where we just were there to support them as opposed to tear them down? Because it's been a year of a lot of turmoil. You would think that with all of the turmoil that 2020 actually brought, that we would have each other's backs, that we would encourage each other, that we would lift each other up. And I just think, oh Lordy, who wants to be in family like this? Who wants to share their stuff like this? When you share your heart, you bare your heart to someone, you show them some things that you've done creatively, and they criticize you and they make a joke of you. Like, come on, people. That's not family. That's not love. That it's under the illusion of love. It's under the guise of love, but that's not love. I want to challenge you all. Like, there's 14 people here. Thank you for coming and jumping on, but I really want to challenge all of us to actually move to that space of being family for each other, like really being family, really loving each other, really going out of our way to lift each other up and encourage each other. Because we can't do life like this. We can't do life tearing each other down. Like, the biggest thing I have to teach my clients is to stop listening to their family, which out of all the people who should be there for you, you have to ignore them. You have to move past them. You have to plug into friends and make them your family. And yeah, friends can be family too. It's sad that I have to give that advice though. It's sad that I have to tell people to be able to put blinkers on and not listen to what their family is saying to them. Because that's where they should be getting their greatest support. It should be where they're getting the greatest love. It should be where they're getting lifted up immensely. And they're not. And that makes me go, what are we going to be? Who are we going to do? Are we going to continue this for our children? And I hope not. Because I don't want to say this to another generation of people. I don't want to have to be there when their family is treating them like crap, for them stepping out and doing something that's good for them instead of loving them. It's time to love each other, guys. Much love.